All right, folks. So I have a '99 Honda Odyssey. I'm looking at it's getting cold out. Everybody's complaining about their heat not working. They don't come and see you when their air conditioning don't work right, or they don't come and see you about the heat. When I don't think this one the AC works anyway, but they don't come and see you about the heat when it's warm out and you can work in the driveway in the nice daylight. They always come when it's 20 degrees outside. So I'm in my garage. Let me remove this key. Come on, you piece of crap. There. Alright, so he had a hood latch problem. I got the new hood latch installed. I ordered a used one off of eBay because you can't get new ones anymore. But that's fixed. So he also said it's not doing the mode selection for the heater. So if you like go to vent, to defrost, whatever, you hit these and it doesn't switch them. And I did take a quick look at it, but I can't remember if it was blinking or not. It might have been, and I didn't think about it. But I was like, I've seen this 1,000 times. It's a blend door actuator. I'll order another one. We'll switch it out. But then before I switched it out, I just wanted to check some things, and the temperature blend door is not working either. The temperature blend doors down here on the passenger side, and the mode blend doors up here on the driver's side. It doesn't work. So I put the key in. When I put the key in, let me put it in and turn it here. Okay. Oh, I gotta turn it one more. Okay. It's just blinking. It's not doing it. I mean, it selects the different ones, but it just blinks. So I unplugged both of the blend doors to make sure there's not some kind of a draw there, drawing too much current. It doesn't make any difference. The blower motor switch does work. Yeah, I'm sure. Yep, that works in the back. But this doesn't work, and none of these modes work. So if you look in the back, those are all this central unit right here. So I want to check and make sure it's getting good powers and grounds. That'll be the first thing I always check, is good powers and grounds. Because if this is getting good powers and grounds, but it's like blinky, 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 and we've unplugged all the actuators from it that it controls. So that the one down here controls the recirc. And these are just separate buttons for rear defrost and AC. The rear defrost doesn't work either, but I hear it clicking. Like it's trying to engage that relay for the rear defroster, but it's like blink, 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 blink. Let's see where that clicking's coming from. I'm curious. Alright, so that clicking sound is coming from this fuse box. Down here I can feel it clicking, so there must be a relay inside of this somehow. I don't see an outside relay. But that must be starting to turn on that relay. But I don't think that's the problem, like that's overloaded or anything, because you can turn that off. Oh, it just stayed on. And then that overloads it. That's interesting. But with that off, that overloads it. So let me see where the rear defroster fuse or whatever is. We should have a diagram on here. Yeah. I'll see if I can find that fuse and pull the rear defroster fuse out maybe. Alright, so we're giving this a ground through my test light. This is the brown and yellow wire, which goes into the blower relay. And we can hear it clicking. It lights up my test light faintly. That's drawing an awful lot of current for a little relay. And now, since I've been playing with it, these lights aren't working at all. So what I'm going to do is snip that brown and yellow wire and put the connector back in there and see if it comes back to life. Alright, so it's this brown and yellow wire right here. And I'm just going to snip it. I'm going to try to leave a little bit out in case we ever want to hook it back up. But that should do it. Hang on, it's not completely snipped. There we go. Now, let's plug our connector back in and see if this starts working. Still not working at all after I manually set that relay. So I either blew a fuse or this control module's just, you know, by the end of its life. So what I'm going to do is test the powers and grounds. And I believe it's this white with the yellow and black with the yellow is what it says. So let me find those wires and see if they both have power. Alright, so this is the black with the yellow. It's supposed to have power. One of these has power all the time. One has power with the key on. But as long as the key is on and they both have power, this should be working. So let's do that one. And then that is our black with the yellow. And our white with the yellow is right here beside it. Let me see if I can move this one-handed. Oh, hold the phone. Okay, and that's in our white with the yellow. So let's see if that has power. That has power. And now we have to do our red with the black is our ground, and that's this wire right here. So let me move to that one. Actually, let me stay on one of these that are positive with my T-pin. We check that, make sure it's still got voltage. It does. So now I'm going to take and clip my test light onto this T-pin. And I'm just going to test down here on this one and see if it's got a good ground. And it does. It lights the test light. So my powers and grounds are all fine there. I did not blow a fuse. So I don't know if that relay is bad or it's just when this thing starts drawing too much current, it's like it phases out. But this has got to be this control motor. Now when I got it working before, it started moving the blend doors. But then I wanted to check that relay and see if that was the relay wire. So I back probed on this one and touched it with my test light and kept turning the relay off and on, and then this just died. Which tells me that that's probably the bad module. Alright, I just cycled the key one more time since I clipped that wire, and it came back on and it now works. I can hear it moving. I don't know if you can hear it on camera. But that works. And then we'll turn this one. That one's a lot quieter, but I can hear it moving. So we'll just leave that all the way up on hot. And we'll leave this on defrost. It works. Hey. Alright, and this doesn't do anything now. It doesn't click that relay. So like I said, that relay was lighting the test light, which is quite a bit of current for a relay to draw. So my guess is that rear defroster circuit's bad, and it's drawing too much current, and it's shutting this thing down. and it probably like had the rear defroster on, which was why it was blinking constantly. And then as soon as I hit the button and it tried to light up, and I unhit it and it stopped clicking, started working again. So yes, it's something with that rear defroster, and I can troubleshoot that farther if he wants me to. It goes into some kind of a relay that's inside of this junction box. So I don't know if you have to replace that whole box, or you can take it apart, get to the relay. I don't know. But we just clipped that wire right there for now to get him some front defrosting. And he'll lose this rear defroster for now, and I'll look at that later if he wants me to. And then I can solder a piece of heat shrink and a wire on there again and fix that wire if I need to. But yeah, I don't know where that relay is down there. It might be a bad relay. I mean, that's all it really can be, is a bad relay or a short in the wire. But the relay clicks fine when I put the test light on it. But it could still have a partial short to ground somewhere. I don't know. But this will get him some defrostation on his front window and some heat. So that should probably make him happy for now. I imagine you can't buy that fuse box or whatever new, so it would have to come from a junkyard, and there's no junkyards around me that have any 99 through 2003 Odysseys, so probably eBay, you know, if he wants to go that route with it. But I say you just get an ice scraper for the back window and have front defrost. This is an old girl. She got 312,000 miles on her now. But she's actually really clean. She does not have a speck of rust on her. She was garage kept her whole life before he got it. And I had to fix a coil pack and a couple little things on it. But it worked out great for him. It's been a good vehicle. And I love these little Honda Odysseys. So, yeah. Yeah, this is the main thing he called about. So he says he had another mechanic work on it or something, and he couldn't get the hood open. And so he stuck a pry bar under the hood and like pried on it and pried it open. And this is all loose now, where this goes in. It just goes in with that little pin right there. But when you put this under the hood and you lift up on it now, it wouldn't it wouldn't open. All right, so I got another one. I had to get a used one on eBay, but it's a nice one. And now you lift that one up, and it works. It's nice and tight, and it works. It's fine. So I guess don't pry on it with a pry bar if you can't find the thing. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it's working now. So that's the main thing that I fixed. And then I fixed the blower motor, or the heater control module. So just clip the rear defroster wire.